here. Okay, guys. Just waiting a few seconds for anyone to come in. I will shuffle while I'm waiting. This is Will They Reach Out for Taurus, Virgo, and the beautiful Capricorn, beautiful Earth signs. I am Taurus as well. Let's see what's going on with the Earth signs. Just gone through a lot of energies. So let's see what's going on. What message is coming out? First, we're going to go through the collective energy to see what is going on with the Earth signs, but I will pull cards for each individual sign to see how they're reaching out and if they're going to. Okay, getting out the message. Here we go. Will they reach out to the Earth signs? What is going on? Show me what's going on with them. With the Nine of Cups. That Magician's going to come up no matter what. Poor planning. Lack of commitment. Confusion. Ooh, whoever you guys are dealing with, there's definitely... This is an interesting energy. And that's why, because of the confusion. This person is very confused. Whoever your Earth signs are dealing with, there's a lot of confusion going on with this person. They're not sure what they're supposed to do. It's almost like they weren't looking for love. They weren't looking for a commitment. So they don't know if they should be. There's a little bit of insecurity when it comes to the situation. And the insecurity is only because they weren't looking for a commitment. You just came along in the situation. So they're a little confused about this situation. But they do see you as the Nine of Cups. Like, you make them very happy. So they're not sure how to reach out because they're not sure if that's really what they want. The lack of confidence when it comes to the Magician is only because this was something that wasn't planned. I didn't plan for you Earth sign to come into my life. You just popped out of nowhere. I think a lot of you manifested a love. I think you manifested a soulmate. And when, you know, and they weren't looking. Like, maybe they were at one time and then they gave up because time takes a toll. So it does look like, I feel like you guys called out a soulmate that I think it took so long that they just got comfortable being alone. So now they're just procrastinating because they don't know what to think about this situation. This is why they're not reaching out. Clarify on the Magician and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They've gone through some deception in their past relationship. And this is a past life relationship going on. It's a soulmate connection. There's something so deep here that it's throwing them for a loop. They feel this connection. They know that connection exists. They're just not sure what they want to do with it. They may have gotten out of a really nasty relationship. So they're not sure if this is real or if this is a deception. They're not sure just yet. So they're confused. They're not sure how to deal with this situation just yet, Earth signs. But they do know that you are their Nine of Cups. They can feel it. They know it. They can feel that soul connection. They just don't know what to do with it. It's almost like I've been waiting for a soulmate to come in for so long. Now that you're here, I don't know what to do with it. Wow. So let's look at Taurus really fast and see if how they're feeling about you. And then we'll go to each sign here and keep it going. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so Yeah, they just got out of a separation or they've been separated. You know, it's funny. It doesn't feel, for somebody, maybe they did, but for a lot of you, they've been separated so long over here, Taurus, that they don't know what to feel about this situation. They were looking for love at one time. It didn't come. They had to love themselves first. Now they're in this place of loving themselves first that they don't even know like how to take this. They're like, what do I do with your love over here, Taurus? What do I do with this love you're shining towards me? I don't know what to do with it. But they do know that there's a blessing over here. There's a lot of, with the honeymoon card, doesn't just have to be travel. There's also this place in their head where they're fantasizing about you. Fantasizing about, what am I going to do with Taurus? For Capricorn, let's see. So there is a lot of fantasy. But like I said, there is a past life relationship going on for all you earth signs here. That's what you guys have in common here in this reading. Let your friends help you, Capricorn. So this person could be coming through another friend. It could be coming from some associate that you know, okay, or, right? So they may help you, but I also feel like they need to have someone help them. Maybe they need to open up to a friend or something and say, hey, you know what, Cap, I need to go talk to somebody about this. So it does feel like they may have a friend coming to talk to you about the situation, but they want to express their love to you. There's so much confusion going on in this earth energy. And for Virgo, very soon. Wow. They're going to say something to you very soon, Virgo. They're not going to hold back much. What are they going to say? They want to get to know you. They're saying, I have this understanding that I want to get to know you because I don't understand why I feel like I already know you. Well, that's because you guys have a soulmate connection, and all of you do. So let's see. Children could be involved in this situation, or you're just making them feel affected with this nostalgic feeling of being like this childlike happiness that they haven't felt for so long, that they're not going to be able to hold this back anymore. For some of you, it could be somebody you work with or somebody that is a workaholic, and so they're also trying to find time to get around this, or maybe you're the workaholic and they're like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to you. So it's hello. I don't know why, because that should put on a new, it said it was dubbed. Maybe it's going to be dubbed later. I don't think it dubbed live. I think it dubbed later. Because Facebook said there should be a dub on there to put it into a different language, but I think it might be on the videos after they're done being live. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Okay, so going over here to Taurus. So how is this person going to come towards you? Just doing them in a row like that, guys. That way it's just easier. This person is kind of like in an isolation mode, though, Taurus, and that's because, like I said, they find themselves to be alone so long that they're not sure how to open up to you just yet. They're waiting for this almost like perfect timing of how they're going to do this. They've changed so much within the situation that they're not sure how to change again. There's a lot of insecurity in some ways, even though they might not feel like there's insecurity. It kind of is, though. Because now they're saying they don't really want to open up. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or really heavy in the chart. Could also be Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. I've got a lot of fire and water over here. It does look like they're going to become impulsive, though. It looks like they're going to grab the bull by the horns, literally. It looks like they are going to chase you. It looks like they're going to no longer isolate themselves, and they're going to get impulsive, get that willpower, get that courage, and say, hey, you know what, Taurus? I want to do this date. I want to do this with you. Okay? So I do love that. So expect this really impulsive energy to come towards you. You're Taurus, you can handle it. You know, you can handle that. Been waiting for it. Here it comes. Capricorn, this person is looking deep within their cup. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. This person has some deep-rooted fears over here. It does look like they may even have, it looks like they may have someone who's talking to them. Like I said, it says, let your friends help you. It does look like they are talking to someone who is lifting that isolation away from them, lifting that it's okay, you know, you have to keep, you know, if you really want something, you have to keep trying, right? So it does look like they are becoming more comfortable around you, and it looks like they are going to, they're still playing a little bit of victim within themselves. They're having a little bit of resilience. They are holding back over here, but it does look like they're becoming more comfortable. They're just going to come in really slow. So slow. Oh boy. It's very slow. It's so slow, it's almost stuck. But it does look like they are, the more that they keep talking to this friend, it looks like they are building more courage. So they do want to reach out to you, but it's like they're stuck in their mind. Why are they so stuck in their mind? Hold on one second, guys. They could be divorced, or they had already felt like they had the love of their life, even though they called in a soulmate. They don't know what to do now that they feel like strings could be attached to this situation. And now they're more worried. So they might be trying to set some boundaries within themselves, but they do want to have direct communication about this situation. They've gone through a place of withdrawal and isolation. Even though that they feel a little comfortable, they do feel very lonely though. Wow, so there's a huge difference between the way the Taurus one feels versus the Capricorn. The Taurus is like, they're so committed to being alone that they're like cool with it. And this one's like, I don't really like being alone because I don't want to be hurt. But I feel like I have to set boundaries because of the Hermit. That's why they're coming in so slow. Okay, so let's see. We have Virgo over here. This one looks like a workaholic. So it's going to be really hard, and it could be even because they have children or so, or maybe it's because they know you do. Put it where it resonates, okay? That maybe you're hard to get a hold of because of children and work, or they are. Maybe it's 2 in 1. But they are definitely getting off their pole over here. They know that there's been some delays. They feel like there was substantial reasons, like I said, the children, the job, but they also were causing a self-sabotage within themselves as they were using it kind of as an excuse. And the excuse for them is because of the confusion. They're not sure. They're not sure if this is something that the deception again. Somebody went through deception again. I mean, that deception is huge. But this one in some ways too is almost like because I went through a bad situation before, now I'm kind of deceiving myself. So there's that self-sabotage. Not allowing someone to get close to me. So I'm going to say I'm at work all the time, or I'm going to work those extra hours, or I'm a workhorse anyways. But it's almost like they're acting strategical, kind of getting around things. But that's just self-sabotage because you're sitting over here, Virgo, saying, but I'm trying to get you over here. I'm trying to show you that I could give you love. I'm trying to show you that I want to have this time with you. I want to show you that, you know, I could do this with you. Reminds me of the vulture and, was it Bugs Bunny? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's definitely what they're doing, but they don't understand that there is no such thing as perfection. It's almost like they're looking for reasons why they could flaw this relationship. Like, oh, you wouldn't like me because, you know, because I have a mole. on my back. It's like, who gives a fuck? So, you know what I mean? It's almost like they're making up stories to why they can't get to you. But this says the Wheel of Fortune, it's fated to happen. They're like letting fate get away. Because no matter what, remember, guys, the whole beginning of this reading was earth signs. You guys all have in common is you called in a soulmate. They called in a soulmate. Now that it's coming together, they're like, I don't know if I want that, but then I do want that. Scared. Scared of the connection. That's what it is. They're scared of the connection. Look, you guys looked into each other's eyes. You couldn't not look. You looked longer than you should have. You felt something deep down inside, and that scared them. Plain and simple, that's it. They were like, I'm scared of this connection. There's too much. It's too hot. I don't know if this is the twin flame. I don't know, you know, if this is just, it could just be deep soulmate. I mean, anytime you're going to have a past life, you know, whether it's kindred soul, you know, twin flame, deep soulmate connection, we know each other. They've never seen anything like this. Or maybe they did once before and then it ended up falling apart because it ended up a karmic relationship where they were just there to learn, not to completely love, right? So, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what it goes with. So, are they coming back towards you? I mean, this is fated. It's fated to happen. But remember, fate only means I have free will. I'll do what I want. Doesn't mean I have to take fate. Well, tell me what's going to happen. They have to release the fear. They're going to have dreams. That's it. There it is. That's it. It's over. It's over, Virgo. Only for the fact that they're going to have dreams about you. Now they can't stop fantasizing about you. Universe says, I don't care what you say. You called in a soulmate. You're going to take it. Here it is. Now they can't stop fantasizing about you. Where they thought that they were going to give up, all of a sudden they found this overwhelming confidence that there's something going on about Virgo where it's going to change my life. Universe says, no, look, it's major arcana. It's going to happen. Open yourself up. Stop with the self-sabotage and open up. Here it is. There is accomplishment. They just have to get over those insecurities. Sexual passion. There's something going on where it's almost all of a sudden it's just like universe says now. Boom. And they feel it. And then they have to come to you. They have to come to you. It doesn't matter if it's slow. It doesn't mean if it's fast. It doesn't mean anything. It's just because all of a sudden they realize you're their star. You're their legacy. They're your love. It's going to happen. Whether it lasts forever, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Wait for it. Guys could be dealing with an air sign for sure. Okay. That would be Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra for some of you. Got a lot of water over here. Got a lot of Pisces for you, Virgo, and some Aries, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like everybody's going to get their person one way or another. It's just about how slow and how fast it's going to go. Okay. So, will they reach out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Time is going to be the marker, though. For Taurus, so some of you, they're going to open up to you around the mid-month, the 14th. Could be around the 14th to the 16th. Capricorn, somewhere around could be this weekend. It's running and they're going to run in fast once they actually decide they're going to open up. Slow and steady, but then there's, you know, it's kind of funny. It's like they're going to come in so slow, but then once they open up, it's going to take off like a bat out of haze. They're going to feel like, whoa, wait, now I feel really connected. So it could be anywhere between the 10th and the 20th for you guys. Time is always very fluid, okay? And the 13th to the 14th to the 15th for you, Virgo. Yeah. It's going to feel like, it's going to feel a little bit of a competition for them. That's why. Once again, because they're coming in slow as well. But they're going to be very head over heart at first, so be very warned of this. Okay? Be very warned of this. You know, and I feel like for all of you earth signs, this is going to be a lot of head over heart situation where it's going to feel like, even though you know that they have these feelings within, they may come at you kind of like not so. They're not going to be just like, oh, because I love you. No, it's going to be like, so what's going on? Right? It's going to be very like analytical, because everybody is getting analytical signs. Okay. So it does feel like it's going to be kind of like, so what's really going on? So don't feel like it's going to be super passionate of them coming towards you. Taurus, I would assume that your person by the 15th, I think that they've already been head over heart for a long time. So I think yours is actually going to be the only one that might come in so impulsive that it's going to be between head over heart and here's my wand. Okay, so it's going to be like boom. It feels like it's going to be 2 in 1. And that's only because it feels like they've already been kind of cold towards you, right? It already feels like they've already kind of, you know, trying to get to know you, you know, kind of on the edge, okay? So I just feel like you guys are just kind of switching sides. And then after that, I feel like everybody's going to have this again. And that's when everything's going to get heated. This is a beautiful reading. My goodness. Okay, so very beautiful reading. Super chat is available if anybody has any super chat questions. Very beautiful. This is crazy, crazy beautiful. Yep, let the love fly. I can see it. Okay. Guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.